baby. How you guys doing out there across planet Earth? And welcome to Morning Coffee. What's up, my little homies out there? A lot of things to share with you guys. A lot of new information. A lot of revelations, I should say. I just got back from Vegas 2 days ago. 3 days ago, I had to go there for a wedding. It was an awesome celebration with my family. But I'm going to talk about some of the things I also noticed in the ether. I'm going to talk about all of the blank, here we go, those towers up and down the strip. I'm going to tell you that those things are cranking. And it's literally, if you're an empath, you're getting dizzy. And there's some sort of weird thing going on there. When I was up in my hotel room, there wasn't one being I could not snatch and grab out of that territory. Not one. I'm noticing that there's a lot of different frequencies and vibrations that are interacting with each other. And us as light beings, I was literally like standing my ground, and I noticed like a bunch of NPC type characters, those that are unconscious, were actually getting out of my way. I don't know, it's strange. There's a lot of behavioral things that are being adjusted right now in the collective consciousness. And I want to remind you that you guys are royal out there. You guys are leaders. You guys are beautiful, sovereign beings. And I literally was in a situation where like I had to go against a crowd of people. We went to this show, and I had to go against this crowd in what I didn't want to do. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Not doing it. And by me doing that, it like shut half the room down. It was a very interesting situation, let's just say. What else? They were showing me my dream time, that all of the individuals that were under a certain influence, they were showing me the cause and effect of where that influence came from. Could be possibly 3-letter agencies getting it into the country. They were showing me every single trace of every single particle that was inside of a human body and where it came from, what was its origin, how it got here, who was responsible. I did not sign up for that, mind you, when I went to go to a quote-unquote wedding. Okay, I was like, why am I seeing all this in my dream time? They're like, do you want to know, what is the root cause of a lot of this behavior and programming? But besides that, it was a very awesome time, very nice. And what I can say is Vegas is a lot lighter in energy than it was a year or two ago last time I visited. It is. A lot of things are being cleaned up. And there's a lot of things being cleaned up in AZ and in Georgia right now. If you guys know what's up, a lot of things being cleaned up. What else as I talk in code around these moderators, around all of these, around the man, trying to, mess with our First Amendment right. What else? A lot of you guys are going to be going back in time, probably a 10 to 20 year loop. You guys keep seeing people from high school. Again, you might be seeing people from your recent past, or if you did have a certain addiction, let's just say in the past, could have been alcohol or whatever. You used to party like a rock star. What's going on? The frequency of the planet is going up. Thus, the detoxing necessary to clear that from your cellular memory. So a lot of people contact me, why am I thinking of this and why am I doing this? Like, I don't do that anymore. It's not that. It's the cellular memory inside of your body is being detoxed and cleared. And as that stuff goes, you're going to get a visual image of it as it goes. I can also tell you with that technology that it hit me in my lower spine. And when I went to clear an airport vortex when I got home a day or two ago, I noticed that it was almost like static. They're energy packets. So that stuff is broadcasting stuff into your cellular membranes, and they're like little energy packets. Imagine a bunch of digital downloads that are sticking into your energy body, your auric field. And mind you, I know, there's a lot of people out there, oh, my energy field can protect me from everything. Check this out. I was walking on the strip. There are literally blank towers every like 30 yards, and they're literally 8 feet in the air broadcasting on you. So don't give me that. I got hit in the back, and I was like, I go to airport. Mind you, I didn't know. I go to airport, and they pull it out of my lower spine, and it looked like a data packet, like almost like a sphere, and it was like random code trying to interact with a biological. Just letting you know. So I don't know what that stuff is doing or interacting with whatever this is. But what I'm trying to tell you, there's a consciousness and intelligence behind the programming of what's coming out of those things. It's not random whatsoever. So stay attuned. All right. If you guys ever want to know how to interact in a nice way without having to deal with that, I get my hoodies. I call it my Mithril from lessemf.com. You guys can get a small thin hoodie you put under your outfit or a shirt that you wear. It helps a lot. I forgot mine. Okay, I just was armored up with my boys' stuff over at Crystal Current, and ankles and wrists. What else? There's a lot of stuff going on. There's two different narratives. Let's just say the mainstream narrative is no bueno. Okay, so what's going on with that? Usually when someone's getting cornered, they don't want to let anyone know they're getting cornered. So they're going to put off any sort of false propaganda, false flag, whatever it is, situation. Don't pay attention to it. I have received enough intel and been, when I read these intel reports, I always check with my guides. And I'm like, yo, so I just heard this. What's up with that? What's up with this? What's up with that? What's up with that guy? The main thing is that things are being cleaned up, and the main issue is to not have, especially in the States here, there's a graceful way to do this with us standing up in sovereignty for our rights in a non-violent way. And I can say that there's also those that are prepared and are preparing to take care of things. But I would honestly like to think that our beautiful men and women in our armed forces, not the ones that are bought and sold, Miley Cyrus. Hey, Miley, what's up with your eyes, bro? You look like you're Soros' cousin. I don't know what's... You guys, I'm noticing this really weird thing with some of these people. Their eyes are so puffy and weird underneath their eyes. I'm like, let me explain something to you. How are you like a general and you're 65 to 80 pounds overweight? You look like you couldn't do a cartwheel to save your life, and you're in charge of all of this rhetoric. You guys, I need you to start looking through these little fake facades and stare at the soul that's riding inside of these bodies. Okay? I can't, I'm looking into his eyes going, I could almost see you wearing a dress, bro, and like dancing in a circle. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't trust you. Like, I want you guys to start turning on your intuition. When you guys see things, call it out. When you guys see things, hey, you know what? I'm getting a really weird vibe on that dude. And for all of us who have our third eyes on, you can't hide from us. Like, we can stare right through the ether and stare at the aspect literally on you like a gargoyle, like moving your mouth like a puppet. So I don't know. I don't know what level you want to play with this at. What I'm trying to say is that peace, prosperity, and abundance for all is what we're all about. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to call that guy Miley Cyrus. Hey, Miley. Hey, Miley. Miley. I came through like a wrecking ball. What's that song? I came through. Anywho. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Awesome. We got intel coming in live as we're doing live things. What else? Just pay attention to that. You guys know what's up. I don't know if you guys saw that one picture. I mean, I didn't want to go into this new stuff. Let's keep it high vibe, but I'm just staring at these news feeds on the Telegram feeds and all this stuff, mainstream, not mainstream information, saucy NIH and Fossey and his whatever. I'm trying to express to you that all this stuff is coming to the surface in such a way that every single day there is so much intel that is dropping. Not only that, in the same way, I can say our consciousness has changed. Let me explain what I mean. I've been in foreign countries, say 10 years ago traveling, and when I saw another fellow American in another country, I hear him speak in a restaurant, right? And I literally would stop what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, America! And I look at this dude. I'm like, where are you from? He's like, New Jersey or whatever. I'm like, hey! And we have some like weird thing, which is obviously for us Americans, we're very loud, okay? But this is what I'm feeling now, that kinship. between all men and women of this great country. But this is what I'm getting now. When people are messing with my homies in Australia, in France, in the UK, in Canada, I'm feeling the same thing. I'm like, get off my homies in Australia. Like, I don't know, I feel the same love is what I'm trying to get to, people. The world is very small now. We all know what's up. We're all in each other's pockets. Like, hey man, what's going on? How is it out there in Aussie land, baby? Or New Zealand? What I'm trying to say is that this technology that we're using really has assisted in us knowing and feeling each other. However, that to be used in moderation, obviously, with whatever you're doing in life, okay? Technology that is misused can lead you down a very strange, weird road, and no one really wants to go there. I think I have javelina in the backyard, and I have a family of blue jays that are just going off underneath me. Okay, so I just want to let you know that I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm feeling that love expanding across the planet. I'm feeling my brothers and sisters across the planet, and I message you guys, and we talk on Facebook, we talk through text, email, and I want you guys to know that honestly, my consciousness for what you guys are as my family, like, we all incarnated here on a mission. We're all co-commanders. We're all at different levels of consciousness waking up. We're all going through transition things to grow together. So I just want you guys to know that we're one big family across this planet. When I asked my guides a long time ago, I said, why couldn't they put all the starseeds, angelics, and all of our fellow commanders in one place? And my guides were like, that'd be too easily trackable. So what they did is they literally spread us out evenly across the planet. There are a bunch of woke people in Estonia. Most people don't know where Estonia is, And there's people woke in Bosnia. There's people woke in the Ukraine, UK, Vietnam. Homies in Vietnam. I got homies in Bahrain. I got homies in Dubai, right? All around this beautiful planet. Germany, even though Frankfurt, you're about to be spanked, but I got some fellow Germans over there I do like, I just wanted to express that because the consciousness of freedom and sovereignty is what we truly seek. We're done with this 100 years BS. We're done with this, you own us, you trade us on Wall Street. A lot of this stuff that I kind of reference and lean against, and when I meant like nothing, there was nothing even worth grabbing from this place, like I said, Vegas is a big city. There's just a lot of lower level dimensional beings. The ordinance or the control mechanisms are almost like a borderline hypnotism mechanism where there really isn't a particular puppeteer behind the strings. Even the billionaires that build those hotels, they're not in Vegas, please. They're probably sitting somewhere in a foreign location. So what programs do we replicate in humanity? What patterns do we develop? Do you have healthy patterns in your life? Are there healthy patterns that you are? Do you like to go to the gym? You like to take your smoothie? You like to go on a hike? You like to go kayaking? You like to go, you know what I mean? You like to go do things that make you and your family feel good. Those are some of the things that I want you to reference. Do you have healthy patterns? Healthy patterns. So that's all I'd like to say. I'm getting some questions right over here. Our big brother, rockin' always. I love you guys. You know what I mean? So check it. Yeah, okay, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did grab a couple of Turds. I was just like, I think you gotta go, gargoyle vampire. You're not even a vampire, you're a vampire, you little parasite. Yeah, there's some Vegas things running around the strip. There's also a lot of light workers are sharing towards those that are on the streets in Vegas and helping those people and getting them back, back on their feet, back in a positive thing. The hardest thing about being an empath on this planet at times is because you feel so much. A lot of us will choose something to make you unconscious, to numb you. Could be alcohol, could be pills, whatever it is, man. What I'm trying to express is that the core of the problem is the non-expression of our soul's will in any platform. And I'm here to express that as an elder on that night side who was sent here specifically to monitor some of the dudes that these little turds hit their knees for. I want you guys to know something. The upper dimensional dragons, solar dragons that are here watching this game. I don't speak about this very often, but I want you guys to understand something. We're in a dimensional game, a multiverse, with different platforms and levels that operate on different bandwidths. Every bandwidth you can call a dimension. There's specific rules and bandwidth operational protocols per dimension. What I want you guys to know is at the highest level on this dragon side, they want peace, prosperity, and abundance. 60% of the homies I know are here to keep an eye on, some of the negative things that have been doing donuts down here since the 1930s. Since this neo-Nazi reptilian partnership, And I'm still wrapping my head around what's this guy? Virgin Atlantic, Musk, and Bezos. And yeah, they may be better in the military-industrial complex. Fantastic. But here's what I want to express. If the only asset you receive is building a spaceship and leaving, I want to be honest with you. I kept racking my brain. Why these three? Why the Mars Germans? Well, the Mars Germans, the breakaway society, were the first to actually build the tech, probably with some partnerships from some, different races, to actually leave Earth's atmosphere. So I started racking my brain, and I'm like, so let me get this straight. If you can leave Earth's atmosphere, you actually get a meeting. You actually get to hang out with ETs. Because I've heard calls and voicemails on certain videos of guys that actually have anti-gravitic technology they built in their garage, and literally, like, NASA calls you. They're like, oh, so I've heard that you built a flying craft. Congratulations. The guy's like playing it on the video. He's like, please give me a call back at this number. I'm trying to figure out what protocols are actually being married together to equate to access. Is it having a very powerful soul? Is it being able to build a spacecraft and leave? Is it like, what is it that makes this tick? Because in my mind, in my soul, I know there are laws. I know there are laws on leaving Earth's, basically leaving Earth. And then obviously getting through the Kuiper Belt, which they said they had the technology in the 60s to land on the moon, right? Whatever. And then they lost it all of a sudden. Oh, we lost it, huh? These stories are like potato chips, and I'm tired of eating junk food. I just want you guys to understand that there's something inside of me that is searching for answers on, like, I want to see the agreement. I want to read it myself. I want to know who's responsible. I want to know where they are right now. I want to know where their base of operations is. I want to know who gave them clearance. I want to know which species is actually bumping into this place. I'd like to know the different timelines and how they interact. I'm not some dumb human waiting for a handout. And I think what I'm getting to with many of us, ladies and gentlemen, that commander version of yourself is waking up in the suit, and you're going to start asking some more adult questions. Okay? Not what Gucci purse is on sale at the mall. I'm going to go, who gave that species clearance? I want to see that documentation. What did they trade? I want to see that documentation. What sort of technology can we bring from the future? I want to see that I want to see that documentation. How far into the future can we bring technology back? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years? In the 1930s, they say the real reason why the Galactic Federation of Light really got involved was when Admiral Byrd took those ships from the U.S. down to Antarctica, and the reptilians helped those Germans build those little mini UFOs with laser technology that right in that moment they violated the Accord. And now the Galactic Federation of Light saying that we can fix accords that have been broken, those that have broken the law, and that's okay. Which I appreciate. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, let's get it. Hence why next week's going to be a huge week, the title of this video. But I'm trying to say is I'm sitting down here going, so if you can get away with this, what can we do? Can we call down Andromedan dropships? I mean, what critical mass are you seeking? I think we've reached critical mass. Do I even need to interact with this local level of government? You know, I mean, look at Stephen Greer. He said that when he started having, you know, those, was it of the fifth kind, those interactions, that he got talked to by Men in Black and said, and some of the generals, and they were very upset that he could talk to some of these dudes and have interactions and they couldn't because they were in a box. What I'm getting to is that the whole universe is watching us and we are the universe. How many of us light workers and light beings does it take to actually what's a good word for that? Outweigh, outvote, overpower, whatever that may be, and actually get some things adjusted in a manner that is not available to the level of consciousness on the planet. How many of us does it take to go, you know what, I would actually like this assistance, this assistance, this assistance, this assistance, this assistance, dimensional portal travel, interdimensional grab and tag, put him to sleep, put him in stasis, goodbye with the wind. Do we need some weird firefight all the time we're losing? No. I don't. There's something about what I'm beginning to break down. If some of us have specific genes and specific light codes that are the access points of the universe interacting in this plane of existence, how many of us together that go green light on this does it take, considering that we're not puppets, we didn't sign our life away in some weird draconian contract, no, we're here to protect the children, yes, we're here for prosperity and abundance. How many of us that are hybrids that actually may have certain DNA from certain species, but also have DNA from other species, what sort of ambassadors training are we in right now? And how can we outclass this? You know, if we all came from 1,000, 10,000 years into the future, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing stopping us is this indoctrination of this BS when we got here. If me and you guys right now has hopped on a space shuttle, went right through a portal and landed in, you know, New York or DC like 300 years ago, we'd be like, oh my God, these guys are like dum-dum. Yeah, for sure. Let me give you a piece of paper. Give me your gold. I don't know. What I'm getting to is that that evolved version of yourself is sitting inside that suit right now. I'm trying to tell you, you can breach time and space if you wake up. Okay? There's something going on right now with some of us. We're being turned up. And the whole thing is that they're going to want your vote. Like, hey, what do you guys want? Speak up. I've been watching you for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. What do you want to help this planet? Speak your truth. Speak your truth. If you guys like to hit your knees and go, hey, highest light or God or whatever version, but be specific. Boom, 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 boom. If you gave this group of humans this clearance, I would like all my dormant DNA turned on right now, thank you. I would like my high seraphim DNA turned on, thank you. It's all a numbers game. You have 100 million people sleeping, you have 10 people awake, and those 10 people are supposed to speak for consciously the 100 million that are sleeping. Can I have my high seraphim DNA turned on, please? I'm tired of playing in Pokeland in this carnival ride with a bunch of nerds I can stare through at 5,000 miles. I don't know what you want from me, kid. I'm pretending every day. High Seraphim DNA turning on above the Draconian. Where do you think they get their DNA when it's split? The High Seraphim DNA, where the Anunnaki come from. Turn on my High Seraphim DNA. I ask every single person on this planet, when you're in dream time, hey, highest light, can you guys, I don't know, Rion said something. Can you like activate my High Seraphim DNA? That'd be really interesting. I really appreciate that. My heart is gold and I want to help this planet. It's all about the questions and how specific you are. I'm just being honest with you. Take that High Seraphim DNA and flush the rest of this, because that's like the original OG. And then we mixed a bunch of things over 500 million years. We made all these different variants. You know, we turned a wolf into a chihuahua. I don't know what you want. Go back to the wolf. Go back to the lion. Go back to, hey, it was a seraphim. Let's go there, you know? But no, there's so much diversity. Like, hey, I'll be a seraphim and an Arcturus. I'll be a Seraphim in Andromeda. I'll be a Seraphim in Orion. I'll just take Seraphim. Like, if I had a gold card in my back pocket, they're like, what do you want to be? I'm like, it says Seraphim. I would like my 6 wings, my hummingbird wings, my Alma, my speed of thought travel, and my moonwalking over your belief system on the regular. Here, can you put that in my cup of coffee and have a sip? What are they teaching down here? Hey, Seraphim, Seraphim, where you come from, your boss. I'll take some of that. So, you guys all make the same request as I. This stuff goes a little faster. Okay. Moving on. That's advanced. Let's pull some cards. I'm staring at these little guys on TV like I'm just in like 8th grade and you're fighting over milk. I don't know, bro. And the thing is that it's gnarly. People stand up for your rights. Absolutely. I'm just trying to say, in the spiritual world, that soul place where I speak to you from, inside here, okay? Stand up for your sovereignty, and absolutely you have the right to say, no, no compliance, no thank you. Better yet, let me help you out, all right? In a nice way. What do you want? All my Seraphim DNA turned on. They're a lot different when you start seeing human beings morph into 15-foot Seraphims and land on a baseball field and go, Are they aliens? Morph back into a human. Hey, what's up, dudes? No, I'm not an alien, bro. Born and raised in Southern California, I'm out in Sedona. What's poppin'? Yeah, God's watching you. We love you. Your original creator's soul. We're watching the game. Just let you know, don't believe all these little turds that don't even know how to walk in a straight line without an earpiece. Moving on. Okay. Yikes. And there are some awesome politicians out there, you guys, that are fighting for your rights, in the U.S. especially. There are. Support those people that are supporting sovereignty and your rights. Okay? But again, this was the game of forget who you are. Balance your emotions. Don't overreact. Be wise. See the same love you have in yourself and see it in another. Understand when someone's hypnotized. Understand when someone's under fear. Understand and breathe in what it is to be a human being, that hue of manifestation. But never forget where we come from. Never forget your power, and never forget why we came here. Ever. Ever. Put that and blast it in bronze across the top of your house energetically. Remember why we came here, okay? Many of you guys are so powerful and busy. Let me be clear. It's a lot to have us all show up in one place at one point in time, okay? Our collective, our brothers and sisters, needed us to come here, so we came. Drop the mic, okay? Protect the kids, protect their innocence. And for all you parents out there, do not let, there's some weird stuff popping off in California, bro. Do not let your kids be indoctrinated or brainwashed into some weird boo-boo. Bring them home, okay? I don't know. Bring them home going full whatever. Be careful what some of these people are teaching you kids, okay? Teach them about love, respect, responsibility for themselves, their friends and family, and this planet, and how to be a good steward. I would just stay right there, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, let's pull some cards. So what does it sound like talking to one of your higher selves? There's a lot of comedy, and he's probably going to sound a little bit like Rion, probably a lot nicer. But they're going to get their point across. That's all I'm saying. You guys know who you are. If you're waking up through this stuff, hey, we chose to come here. You guys are the strongest of the strong. Believe in your light. Believe in hope. We got some big news coming out. There was some big news that was supposed to be released over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, even a month, for goodness sake. There's a lot of stuff being cleaned up. They release a little. They see the moths go to the flame. They clean it up. They release a little more. They see. So what I'm trying to say is this is a process of deduction to remove the things that will slow us down in the future. It's taking a long time right now, but it's for a reason. Okay? All voting on this planet from now and for forever should be one per person. It should be encrypted in an unbreakable encryption thing. Everyone gets one vote. Everyone's heard. Period. Drop the mic. Whoever wins, wins. That's how it should be. There shouldn't be like a 500,000 random ballots showing up that no one even knows where they came from. Okay? And unfortunately, with a lot of these actors, you know, I'm not even going to say the T word. Not that word, but the season word. It's the season with a T in front. That's exactly what you did. So I hope you enjoyed your $100,000 paycheck or $127,000 or your shares in the company. That's what you're going to be dealing with. So I'd be very uncomfortable if I were you. Moving on. Make amends. You can always make amends, dude. I'm just trying to say, like, don't let this life pass you by and hide in fear. Just go, yo, dude, these guys paid me. I'm coming out. Dude. I see the error in my ways. I didn't have a choice. They had some weird blackmail on me. They had it on me for 20 or 30 years. This guy has it. This guy has it. Just blow it up, dude. Blow it up. Speak your truth. Because at the end of this, listen. Do you want to go down in history as someone who didn't speak their truth? Do you want to go down in history as a coward? Do you want to go down in history in your own soul as someone who didn't speak up for others? I see the strength in all of you out there across this planet, okay? You ain't changing me. We're here to change the world, okay? We are here to change the world. You're not changing our DNA. You're not changing our purpose for coming here. You know what I mean? We're here to change the world. So I just want you guys to know that's who we are. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like, can I activate my Seraphim DNA, please? I can jump there in 3 park seconds, please. Can I grab them through the dimensional wall, please? Can I give them a nap? You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever it is for you guys out there, but like there's some of us asking like, how many millions need to be affected before you turn us on? How many millions? And for you guys that's saying like, do it now. Hey, listen, we have been doing it. What I'm trying to say is there's a higher level in threshold, and we're reaching that point where that, you know, our forefathers and foremothers would be like, give them the green light. Show them what it is to be a light being, son, daughter. Okay? And then all the stories are rewritten, and all these mythos of those that came and their heads glowed like halos, and they were very nice, you know? All that stuff comes back into whoop, we're here again. So this time though, we're dealing, it's a little different. A lot of nerd AI stuff, but I'm here to tell you that we are successful, we will be successful. We're going for grace. If we've played this video game 100 million times, and 100 million times in different dimensions, we've gone through the same time loop, in different realities, in different Tartaria, Atlantis, Lemuria, here now. What are we going to do here now that makes it more graceful than some of the different experiences that we have gone through? And how have we grown through this conflict? At the end of this thing, it's going to be very strange to look at some of these guys that were completely unconscious that their character in the game was necessary. That weirdness and evilness was necessary in the game to activate 8% of the population. 96% of the population, you had to play the bad guy. And it's weird for us to sit back and go, dude, like, what are you doing? But my expression to you is this. Sometimes you need the boogeyman to lean against to grow stronger. Sometimes you need conflict. For this is a battle, they say it's a battle for your soul and the consciousness. It's a battle of choice. Do you want to respect each other? Do you guys want to grow into a class 1 civilization? Do you guys want the past 100 years and 5,629 patents released? Okay. Mainly, most of it is 0-point technology. You're never going to burn another fossil fuel for the rest of your life. You know, or some of this medical technology being released where they actually have specific harmonics they pump through your body where your DNA actually goes back to its original subset. Or do you guys want to keep fighting? Or do you guys want to believe a bunch of liars? It's really a test of intelligence. And that's the strangest thing to explain to someone who thinks that they're very wise in their occupation, but but are brainwashed and hypnotized watching CNN or some of these news things every single day. You're hypnotized. It has nothing to do with your intelligence. The original patent for a television, look it up. It's a hypnosis device. That's why they changed it to 44 hertz. It puts subliminal messages in your brain. Kids, why do you think the infomercials come on at 2 or 3 in the morning? Well, it's also when most people are sleeping, and if you don't turn your TV off, you're probably going to wake up and want to buy some sort of strange product, or you probably think you have 15 different ailments you don't have. Do you have migraines? Do your feet sweat? You could have blah, 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 blah. You could take this. Here are the side effects. The side effects are worse than the thing you actually got. Just saying. I feel like Ryan Reynolds in Free Guy. I'm like, hey, what's that over there? Can I have a pair of your sunglasses? I don't know. If you guys haven't seen Free Guy, it's a pretty funny movie. You guys should watch it. Think of an unconscious human as an NPC. Makes a lot of sense. All right, they're putting it right in front of your face. Moving on. Let's do some cards. Okay, I gotta be fair. I did dragons first last week. I'll do unicorns first this week. By the way, there's a sale going on right now. Any one of these items that you guys see on the table, you got the sun discs, sunflower, the large manifestation castles, the medium manifestation castles, the blue azurite, the love bomb, Buddha, the Giza bed sets, the extra large Giza bed sets, and the step pyramids. If you order any of those things, you guys get a free small azurite plate that will be sent with the package. That's our little buy one, get one. You will either get a blue azurite with the black shungite and all the goodies inside. Remember that crush I did is amazing. Or you'll get a solid black shungite, azurite, jet, and about 40 different other things. So anything you guys want on store.teamlight.com. Hey, if you want to use a coupon code because I love you, Expo10 takes 10% off. Anything you guys want, you get one of these free. All right. Just thought I'd share that because I am turning and burning. We're making so much goodies. Yeah, you face me. Okay, look. All right. We're doing the cards. Here we go. Unicorn. All right, my left side. Skadoosh. Here we go. Things that my fellow lightworkers, angelic seraphim, star seeds need to know for this week coming up. Got it? All right. You're very welcome. All right, first card is calm. It says, next week, be calm. Okay, calm down. Okay, calm. Okay, I get a little fired up. You know I do. I know you guys do too. But for next week, what is calm? Again, the week before, last weekend, what was it? Manifest what you want to do. Manifest the new world this week, right? Right now, next week, be calm. There's a lot of things that are going on the surface. There might be some things coming out in a very major way. Emotionally stay calm. Do not go into fear. Do not go into rage. Don't go into I'm scared. You got skunk works in Northrop Grumman that have had spacecraft for 60, 70 years. You see a UFO land in the backyard. Get one of your empath brethren or sisters to flex their heart chakra and go right into the beings on that ship and see if they're actually human or if they're actually ETs. In Sedona, that shock and awe shit ain't gonna work, just let you know. It's probably why Sedona's the top 10 most chemtrailed places on Earth and there's only 15,000 people live here. I wonder what you're trying to stop. We can't stop the consciousness there. They don't listen to us, they listen to their souls. They listen to their higher selves. What do we do? The programming's not working on them, sir. He laughs at me and will pants me in front of all of my friends and then do a jig around you. Are you lost, boy? Come on. I already picked up my soul pieces. Took me 12 years going around the planet. Trying to tell you, the doormen already are here, and doorwomen, and have incarnated. If you're a doorman or a doorwoman, understand your role and what that means. All right. What is he talking about? What is a doorman? Next question. I'm already fired up. Okay. Abundance. Okay, hold on. Distraction, distortion, and things coming our way. What should we as starseeds and angelics be aware of for the 2 weeks to come? I feel some sort of weird juju coming, and it ain't gonna fly over here. Let me give you guys a heads up. Hey, Skunkworks. Hey, Darpa, what you got up your sleeve? It's funny. Come on. I mean, we're in a video game, and you're playing with toys. Like, I don't know what you want me to do here. You know, I got a bunch of toys. My toy's faster than your toy. My toy's mixed with this. Your toy's mixed with that. Okay, well. Boom. Omen. Omen. Okay, so is there some weird stuff coming? Right? Or am I giving you guys a heads up? Maybe this video right now is your omen. Is there some weird stuff coming up for the next week or two? There's an omen. Pay attention to the signs. Many of you guys are picking up signs all over the planet. You're watching, you're empathic, you're aware. Pay attention to the omens, the signals that are coming your way to let you know. So if you guys are feeling this too, as am I, pay attention, control your emotions. All right. Third question. They just literally asked me, is it really that difficult down here? They're like, is it really that difficult? It is. We got a lot of emotions. We're upset over here. Come on. It's very difficult. There's a lot of weird things popping off. A lot of people trying to tell us what to do. We don't like it. I've never, ever, ever, ever liked being told what to do. Ever. And usually I argued with whoever that order came from, no matter what planet you put me on. I always cross-check everything. Many of you guys are the same way as I am. We're rebels. We don't like listening to authority because most of them are bought and sold like cheap baubles. So, all right. Third question. Will the light not only win in the end, but shall we gain some more grace and discernment on our journey? And I want a very specific message for the Galactic Federation of Light. Arcturians, Syrians, Palladians, Lyrans, homies from Cassiopeia, homies from Pegasus. Give me a message for your people, for your offspring. Divinity. That's our message from our fellow angelics out there. Remember how divine you are. Remember how loved you are. Divinity. You couldn't have picked a better card. You're like, give me a message for all the love you have. You're like, divinity. Nicely done. Nicely done. Couldn't have picked a better card. Divinity. All right. They're asking me, aren't you too old for this game? I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's still fun. Go to Earth, have some fun, shake it up, go unconscious. We're gonna get it. I don't know. When these resources in abundance are set loose on this planet, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna build some stuff that hasn't been built in 10, 15,000 years. Not only that, maybe older, but not only that, I would like to compete against some of the spa and rock grottos they have in Inner Earth. Like, I want to compete against like other awesome elegance on this planet. Not compete. I just would like to be like, I'd like to have some Inner Earth beings like show up in Sedona out here, right? They're undercover, they're guests at the resort or whatever. And I want them like walking down into the grotto and like the steam and spa area, and like the eucalyptus essential oils is coming down the sides of the rocks onto like a whole garden of like LED lit amethyst and rose quartz. And there's like little water going down, like the same sort of water that goes, or mercury that goes around the Emperor of China's, funeral place, but it's like water. And I want them to go, wow, these guys built that? Who built this? Like, I want some and I want you guys, I want the best for us is what I'm trying to say. I want to blow 10, 15, 20,000 years of rhetoric, like right out the gate. Like, I just want the best for my friends and family. I want kids that come and visit to go, wow, this is where the gods live, mommy. And she'll go, yes, this is where the gods live. Literally, this is where my brothers and sisters live. This is our city. This is the gods reincarnated on this planet. This is where we hang out, okay? We're gonna have a place here. We're gonna have a place in Maui. It's gonna be fire. There's some things I want to release again, because what have I been doing for 10 years, 12 years? I learned the alchemy of how to rebuild stuff. What do you think happens when I take my knowledge and I start putting it into Roman concrete? Okay? Or concrete with the new solution that they use when they rebuilt the trade tower, where the tensile strength is 10 times normal cement. What happens when I take that tensile strength, which hardens over 100 years, and I put crushed pulverized crystals in it at certain frequencies, and I insert certain copper vibrational codexes that pulse energy through, imagine like a membrane, like, you have your cells or your blood vessels that go through your hand. Well, imagine a copper neural net that's grounded, that goes through a wall that I can control 3 different frequencies with: vibration, energy, heat, pulse, sound. And I'm going like this all day. Right? You got it grounded 60 feet in the ground, so the stuff don't, it's got to be grounded. That's why they got those granite blocks in Egypt, bottom left-hand side of the Great Pyramid. I want to show you guys some of the things that I remember and that we remember together. There's some things I want to bring back. And there's some things that you guys have in your DNA and your codex that are very special to you. Some of the greatest builders that ever existed are staring at me right now. It could be your kids. I just want you guys to know that like some of the most talented, gifted architects and artisans that ever existed are here right now. Okay, and I want to just be real with you. It could be you. Okay? I keep getting downloads in light codes, and I keep writing like sacred geometry over and over and over again in my journal. All we have to do is put the proper tools in your hand and go, hey, honey, that art, that sigil you keep writing over and over, honey, pour that in concrete right there, and every 8 to 12 inches, go ahead and drop a quartz crystal. Now, when that hardens, we're going to go ahead and drop that on a copper plate, an oscillation plate. Now, let's go ahead and use the vibrational, I forget what it's called, to vibrate the sand and the molecules. Once we hit a certain frequency, usually around the gamma range, it starts to lift off the ground. Now, honey, put that in rotation. Now, can we add a laser? Anyone have a laser? Now, add a laser to each of those crystals that are focused at a focal point. So now we have light, now we have vibration, now we have energy. Now send the pulse wave. What I'm trying to say is that this stuff is so casual, it's gonna unload, because we've been held back like a rubber band for 100 years, you guys. We've been held back. And I'm trying to say is that when they let go of that rubber band, the amount of creativity that's gonna pour through your body is going to be resounding. And I just wanted you guys to get ready for that. Write down your dreams, write down your journals, pay attention. If you're really into electromagnetism, get a book, study it. You're really into lasers and how they work, study it. You really into Tesla energy? Study it. I'm just trying to say, you got to practice a little bit, because if you could be the greatest painter that ever existed, but you've never had a paintbrush in your hands. So here on this planet, you feel like, I'm not good at anything. Well, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this? You could be the greatest painter that ever walked the earth. You've never had a paintbrush in your hands. Find that purpose or that fire that you enjoy. That's all I'm trying to say. Whatever it is for you, okay? All right. Dragons. All right, same question, dragons. What do some of us fellow dragons need to pay attention to for this week coming up? And some of the clarity needed to bypass some of the lower levels to connect more with the source of that balance of what we truly are. All right. Bypass the middle dimensions. Makes your life a lot easier. All right. Let him choose. It's dragon time. Come on. You're welcome. Okay. You threw me off there in the beginning, huh? Going with the flow. All right. Go with the flow, baby. All right. So for all us fellow dragons out there, go with the flow. That doesn't mean we're not sovereign. It doesn't mean we're not awesome, beautiful beings. Going with the flow means decisions have already been made in our abundance and prosperity and how this whole thing's going to roll out. Going with the flow is believing in the plan. Right? That our creator, the original creator of our soul, could be God, Yahweh, Allah, whatever it is for you. Those are vocabulary terms. Could be Brahma. I like the original creator of my soul and all of our souls. Go with the flow. Okay? There are positive things coming our way. This whole collective conscious has been held in a weird da-da-da pattern for 18 months. It's about to be released. Okay. Go with the flow. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. Give me a message for all of our fellow Crocodile Dundees, Wranglers, Light Warriors on the planet, right? What are some things we need to pay attention to for the next week and coming weeks? Those that are here for a very specific purpose. Assyrians, especially from Sirius B, and why we're actually here. I like a card for that. For my fellow Sentinels out there, you know what I mean? Coming in hot. All right. What are you? I'm kind of like a Syrian Sentinel. I'm not really sure. But I'm here to party. I want to party here. All right. No, it's not that difficult. Understanding consequences. Thanks. That's awesome. Understanding consequences. So what does that mean? I know what it means because I bump against it every day. If we change things prematurely without the collective conscious of this planet willing something, we are also in direct violation of the Accords or of the Jupiter agreements. What do we have to do? Pay attention, reach critical mass, and then ensue with our plan of peace, prosperity, and freeing this world. So, There are certain things, rules and regulations we have to follow. We do not want to become the enemy that we are removing from the planet. Okay? So it's choice. Okay. Choice. Choice. Okay? Choice. Thanks. Riddle me this, Batman. Can you turn on my Seraphim DNA? That's a choice. Hey! Just saying. Some of us are like in some weird, like sarcastic, happy place all the time. It's because we've seen enough through the looking glass. We've seen enough through the veil. We don't fear death. We don't fear the next world. We actually understand we're here punching a time clock, working, and spreading our truth, and awakening others to their birthright. And there is no more divine purpose, even though this place sucks sometimes. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so happy to have incarnated with you guys. I'm so happy to have gone through all the emotional blending and transmutation that I've had to go through in my own bloodline, balancing my dad's bloodline, my mom's bloodline, my soul, my family. If I never went through these trials and trials all the time, it's almost like some of us are making up like 7 lives worth of content in one. That's why everything feels so accelerated. It's like, imagine everything you didn't clean up in the last 10, 15 incarnations. You're like, I'll do it all in one, baby. And some of us are procrastinators. Let's be honest. I've always been a procrastinator. Your homework's, your book report's due tomorrow. You've had 2 months to do it. I'm like, well, I guess I'll stay up all night and just knock it out. Some of us are just like, wah, you know, we're star seeds, you know. They say these kids have ADD. No, they don't. They're just bored looking at someone who their soul's telling you that is teaching you false history with a piece of chalk in their hand. Like, I don't know. I'd be bored too. Can I get a Nintendo? I can listen with one ear while I do 3 other things. You know, it's just very strange. That's the indoctrination, okay? It's too slow. There are good and younger teachers being born right now. Not born right now, but I mean that are teaching right now that are in their 20s and 30s that actually get it. And I appreciate those good souls and those great hearts for helping the children. All right. 3rd question. What would I like to know? What would we like to know? I just heard some questions. I'm not going to speak about anything of surprises that have been held in secret for, you know, when's this going to happen and when's so coming back. Like, what are all of these things? I'm not going to speak to that. It's too much of a... It's like if there's a movie playing and your friends haven't seen the movie, the last thing you want to do is spoil the movie. You know, go, oh, you're going to watch this new movie? Hey, check it out. This happens, and this happens, and this is how it ends. Like, you don't want to do that. There's a lot of surprises coming. What I'm trying to remind us is this. We are conscious beings, and we have 2 different ways this can go. We can all believe that better days are ahead, and everything's going to work out. And guess what? It does, because consciously we shift the entire planet. If you go into that Debbie Downer land, right, you can also shift into a negative timeline. I'm trying to express to you, every single day you get stronger, every single day that dormant DNA activates, every single day is a new day to change your life for the better, develop some healthy habits, right, and deprogramming our subconscious and conscious minds from the rhetoric that has been propagated and broadcasted through our biological 30 frames per second eyeballs with our stereo hearing in our, you know, diets and the air and the water. But I'm here to express that there are a lot of happy things out there. There are a lot of people that need hugs. There's a lot of people out there that are amazing, beautiful people. And to focus on them having a better life every day is something I like to spend my time doing. So I just want to be real with you. Everyone's going through it right now. There isn't one country that's not going through this. But let me tell you something again. Since we've all gone through this experience together, and we all realize the pitfalls of having turds and falsities and lies lead us, it is something that in the future we can all agree upon that it never happens again. And that is the one thing you need to understand of why some of this stuff is playing out. As the whole planet comes together, we're never doing this again. Okay, so we're understanding why we're choosing to never do this sort of negative programming or listen to these types of people ever again. Okay, cool. Okay, question. Are better days ahead? Are some of us actually going to go on vacation without cleaning up 100,000 souls every time we step out of this quarantine zone? Maybe that's a little too personal. Are better days ahead, and do we have some amazing interactions to look forward to? All right, for all my fellow dragons out there. You guys are switching it up on me again. Here we go. Better days ahead. Inspiration. Inspiration. So yes, be inspired. There are better days ahead. Not everything is what they're broadcasting. Right, on the mainstream narratives, there are beautiful, amazing, magical things happening behind the scenes. There are things that are being cleaned up behind the scenes. Things are being shut down behind the scenes. The new awakened version of us. You gotta be careful with the vocabulary out there. All these guys down was like the new belief systems, the new abundance that we all seek, and this new beautiful version of Gaia that is our birthright is the inspiration to inspire one another to strive for a better world. Together we can accomplish that. Together we are unstoppable. We are a team light, and it's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys here today. Woo! Right, Grogu? Yeah, buddy. All right. Did you enjoy the card reading, buddy? Yo. I want Grogu to come say hi, what up? Be like, yo. Oh, goodness gracious. I love you guys. We're in this together till the end, regardless. If you're in a country where you feel like no one knows you or knows what's going on, let me tell you something. We're scanning apartment buildings, weird stuff going on in the streets. We're doing very large swatches of consciousness. Just me sitting here and speaking about it. We have grids set up all over the world. You guys are light beings. You guys tell me what's going on. All around the world, everything is known, nothing is hidden in these great days. These are the days that you choose. I choose to live in love, prosperity, and abundance for all. I choose for beings to evolve. I choose for beings to come from their hearts. And I choose beings to show the true gifts that our Creator has bestowed upon us. That's it. So, I love you guys. Check out store.teamlight.com. Anything you guys buy, you're getting a free plate because I love you. If you guys want these, by the way, you can put these on your 5G routers. Boom, right on top. Or when you go to bed, you can put your phone on that when you go to sleep. These are great little power filled. These are like, if you've got negative juju, let me show you what I do. If you had a very stressful day, put these in your right hand, push all the stress into the device, right? All of it. The black tourmaline, shungite, selenite, everything else that's involved in this, about 40 different things, will absorb it, transmute it for you. Use the stone and rock and mineral kingdom, crystal kingdom to assist you. If you guys need a balance or ground, these are all magnetic, right? Put it in your left hand, you pull in with your left wrist. Let me show you guys where you push and you pull, okay? Right here on your hands, where it's the most ticklish, okay? The reason why it's the most ticklish, because that's what the area that actually lines up with your bone marrow. That is actually the chi or chakra that flows through your body, that chi, that energy. It actually comes right out your palm right here where it's most ticklish. Your phalanges or your fingers direct the current. Left side to receive, right side to push or to send. Okay? Receive, left side, send, right side. All right. I love you guys. You have a blessed day. Sending love and abundance from Sedona. And it's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys here this weekend. Today, Sunday morning coffee. All right, I love you guys. Big week coming up. I look forward to it. Sending love and abundance from Sedona. Peace. All right, Facebook, YouTube, we love you. You guys have a blessed week. Hang in there. I love you. Peace.